Hey guys, SJW Essential here. Today I want to make this video to give you guys advice, my European friends and viewers, on how to deal with the terror in your country right now. As most of you know, I'm Israeli and I'm a millennial as well, so it means I grew up through the second Intifada, which was basically a 5-year term of non-stop constant terrorist attacks on Israeli soils against citizens by terrorists, which were mostly suicide bombings in public transportation and public places. So as a kid and in my early teens, I was very scared to go on buses and public transportation because any one of them could have exploded any minute. So it was very, very dangerous. And what stopped those kind of terrorist attacks, because we still have terrorist attacks, but they're not from Palestinians, they are from Israeli Arabs who are already living in Israel and identify with the Palestinian cause. So you can't do much about that because they live within your country. We basically built a wall because our border was very, very weak and easy to infiltrate. And that wall stopped those attacks in an instant. The suicide bombing rates dropped from like 20 suicide bombings a month to 0 in a second, soon as there was a wall. And what Europe is doing is quite the opposite. Right now, your terrorism is basically a routine for you, which was the stage that we were in before we built the wall. It was almost like a common occurrence. You could easily brush off, oh, another terrorist attack. I mean, what can you do, really? It's your reality right now. And Europe doesn't even have a border. They just basically bring a wholesale of refugees, which inside of them you have ISIS operatives, radical Muslims, semi-radical Muslims, Muslims who support radical Muslims but aren't radical themselves, and they infiltrate the system, change the laws, and go through the political system. Even you have a Muslim mayor now in London, which basically said you need to face the fact that London is a big city and terrorist attacks are supposed to happen in there because it's a big city. Surprise, surprise, he's a Muslim who says that. Basically what Europe needs to do is stop it. Every time there's a terrorist attack, sending our love and prayers, likes, hashtags, retweets, hashtag praying for, insert city name from the last terrorist attack, and nothing changes. We wait for the next terrorist attack. No reform, no social reforms, no border reforms, no nothing. You need to start protesting, voting against those politicians who opened your country's borders, which was Brexit was a right step towards that direction, disengaging from the EU. I think it was mostly financial. I'm not so well versed on Brexit, but it was definitely a step in the right direction because Europe just kept bringing refugees in. And you have Sweden right now, which is a Muslim hellhole. It became the rape capital of Europe. And surprise, surprise, the ruling government is a feminist government. And it's a pretty funny / sad situation that happens there. But what you need to do is stop doing the same thing. That's the definition of insanity. I think the quote is attributed to Einstein. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. All you do is pray, send your love and prayers, like, retweet, put your French flag, British flag on your profile pic, and then wait until the next attack that happens in Europe, and then the same cycle repeats. And nothing really changed. That's basically my 2 cents on the thing. Like I said, my European friends, you gotta start rising up, protesting, voting the right government in, and start fighting this culture that wants to bring more people who are unwilling to assimilate and looking to dismantle our Western societies with Western values. that we hold so dear to our daily life. So if you want your freedoms kept intact, I suggest you follow this advice, because like I said, right now in my country it's relatively safe, and like I said, all the terrorist attacks that happens are a quote unquote inside job, not meaning the government, but basically Israeli Arabs that are living within our country. So you can't really exile the Muslims you have right now in Europe, but you need to start vetting, having a stronger border, stronger immigration laws, and start fixing shit, because it's pretty broken right now. Anyway, that's my advice to you. I hope you take it and will maybe change something, because like I said, it's tiresome to see the same thing happens over and over again. Anyway, thank you guys for watching again. See you in the next video. Peace.